But before I start, I'd like to also let you know that anytime you call us, we always appear, regardless of what the circumstances might be. Okay, so Blue Cross ERP is the operator of 124. We have our fields in Oba and Kulaba, and Oba and Kulaba 1 and Kulaba 2, and Oba as well. We have our field stations.
States.
Oh, River State, yes. So also to just also put it very succinctly, so budget is not the plan of any oil and gas operators. It is a child of necessity. And what was that necessity? We had experienced serious theft on our main pipeline for exports, and that is what gave rise to budget. In fact, it was so bad about 2 years ago that oil and gas production from the area where we operate theft moved from our 40-50% to 100%, meaning that we were producing crude and it was not getting to the terminal. That was what gave rise to budget. So it wasn't as if we set off to start budget, speaking to them about the oil and gas organization. So for us, we've been able to, as much as possible, budge in a safe manner. Speaking to the regulatory approvals, we've been able to get our regulatory permits from the NUPRC, and I really thank the director for the Federal Ministry of Environment. She keeps on a very solid point, sir. And that point is that we are regulated by multi-regulatory bodies. There's the NUPRC and there's the Federal Ministry of Environment. So we duplicate everything for these bodies. So we do EIA for NUPRC, we do the same EIA for Federal Ministry of Environment. Submit OSCP for NUPRC, also submit to the Federal Ministry of Environment. But we have done the EIAs, we have the EIA approval from the NUPRC, and as Madam also confirmed, we have EIA approval.
The EIA approval that is what?
Yes, sir. It is the NUPRC, so page 61. It is. So we did get EIA approval for that, as well as other major projects that will be undertaken in the coming years, such as FDP projects, cold storage tank construction, pipeline construction, and the case may be. We've also tried as much as possible to sustain environmental compliance. So we have our quarterly environmental compliance monitoring that we mentioned a few minutes ago with NUPRC. They are always in attendance. And with the Federal Ministry of with NOSDRA, we did submit our oil spill contingency plan. However, it is brought to the zonal office in Port Harcourt, and we have also been scheduled for facility inspections. We had a facility inspection last year, and we've also had facility inspection this year. So we've also been very, very good relationships with our community. I have my community manager here. She might speak more to it. We've had no issues with the community.
Yeah? If your company are 10 years old, a year and then
we actually started the badging about 6 months ago.
Some person is supposed to be on board or be in the facility, because we met one at ITO. Is another person there?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. So that it's okay for multi-supplement. It is within the scope of my committee, and my committee of the environment, to look at it, and if there is need for human oversight, myself I'll come and see it. The committee will come and see it. Okay? So thank you very much for this. Name is substantially in your record very straight. Although there are some areas, but we look at it like Mama said, nobody can do it. And no law is perfect, so you understand that part. So please, next.
But the result of hard work is not work. One, ignorance is not an excuse in law. So you'll be, we'll take this back home. I don't have the powers to penalize you. Sir, it is an aberration to say that they are not aware that the oil spill contingency plan will be submitted to the ministry. We have only 1 year act. It is domiciled in the Ministry of Environment. And they are exploiting the compartmentalization of government affairs which I will appeal that maybe you summon us and then you RPC together, because they are exploiting that lacuna. Assuming we've sent several invitations to them so that we can have one joint EIA process, so that there's no duplication of costs and reviews by oil companies, because it increases the costs of mega folds. We are also Nigerians, we want to reduce overhead so that they can also embark on more CSR or other things for Nigerians. But the matter of the day is that ignorance is not an excuse. They must submit those documents to us and NOSRA. Two, sir, there is the period, it's assumed that by the time you operate like 6 months, we want to see whether those plan, EMP, is a plan. Is it effective? Is it working? What is not working? That there would have been some monitoring activities conducted to their site. So, with due respect, sir, as an illustrious son of Nigeria and the Niger Delta, you will please help us to take this message back home, that a monitoring activity, as a matter of national importance, will be undertaken soonest, and we will take it back and recommend it to the Honorable Minister, if you permit it, sir. I raise my case, sir.
Operation, and I actually stated a page where it was stated on the EIA report on our response to the Honorable Committee's committee. So the environmental impact assessment report, the last page, page 3. So if you go to chapter 3 of that EIA report, we didn't mention badging, that we'll be badging our crew also. Well, since we are just starting, we haven't gotten a pipeline in place yet. And the EIA covers both the pipeline we intend to do, and also that we will do badging operation to where we sell the crude. So we actually mentioned it, madam. So the other issue of oil spill continues.
In our data bank, and be sure that, okay, what do we do next? It's also a feedback into the process. It's equally a learning process for us. So, towing the line that they are, whatever they are saying, they are being economical with the truth. We do respect, my Lord. Listen. And going forward, they have to do the right thing. And NREVIEW PRC has to be called to order. We understand that in this oil and gas business, they've been there for years. But if a new commission is established today, just like a National Data Management Commission, you have to toe the line. You must obey the law. But be it as it may, I have the approval of the management to pledge it before this honorable house that we are going to work with NUPRC and any other regulatory agency that is, that is relevant to ensure that Nigeria gets the benefits of the EIA Act and fast-track the process and not see it as a way to, stampede or block the process and thereby delay the right health and social and economic benefits to the good people of the Niger Delta and other areas where law is found, where oil crude is found. Thank you, sir. That the EIA Act, that the EIA process is to be midwife and domicile in the Federal Ministry of Environment. We have only one EIA Act in the country. And, towing the line that they got an approval from NUPRC and
Sorry, my question, I wouldn't ask you that. Is it that God from